Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's InsideAgameR. Welcome to Seafarer, the ship simulator. So this game now I've had on my wish list for, oh god knows how long. This is one that I've been looking forward to this year. And a big thank you to Astragon for allowing us early access to the game. So the game will be released on the 7th of October 2025. So we have, nearly 7 days early access. So most of my streams now up until next week will be this. Like I said, after next Wednesday I will be taking a bit of a break for a bit of time. There'll be videos every day and stuff. So this game, been looking forward to this. Embark on the ultimate maritime experience with Seafarer, the ship sim. Now this is one kind of thing we don't have. We have a lot of kind of fishing simulators, but we don't actually have like a proper sea cargo kind of ship simulator. So this could be really untapped potential here, because this is something I think a lot of people have asked for. There are a few older simulators out there, but nothing in the last kind of god knows how long. So we get to choose between careers, take the helm of the variety of ships, expand your fleet, navigate the vast open world, and become immersed in a beautiful expansion of rolling waves. Now, this game is in obviously early access. We're playing a early access preview branch, so yes, look, there could be some bugs, there could be some issues. This isn't the final release copy that you guys will see in a week's time. I'm sure there'll be a couple of patches along the way with everyone now starting to create content. I haven't watched anybody's streams or videos today. I've not even played the game. I've had the game for about a week and a half, and I decided just to stay away. I didn't want to touch it. I wanted to kind of experience it with you guys as always, to see what it's all about. So fingers crossed, it's going to be good, hopefully. Now, I do have a list of a few little areas of bugs that might turn up, so don't worry about them. I do know about some of them. And there are some remedies there that shouldn't stop us from playing the game anyways, or checking out the game. Good evening to everyone that is here on this beautiful wet Monday. Mad Skills, hello. Oh god, XWEY. Sorry, I don't know how to say your name, but good evening. Dave, hello. Barney Ox, hello. James, good evening. Gravedigger, hello. Chris, hello. Dean, hello. Hello to everyone that's there. Hello to everyone that's on the purple brand. So yes, look, really excited for this one. 7th of October. You can add it to your wish list now. I don't know whether to play with controller or mouse and keyboard. I think we're going to try the trusty controller. I clicked the normal, but nothing seems to be happening. What's going on there? There we go. There we go. Let's see what happens. Is it similar to ships at sea, but not with the fishing? Yeah, I suppose that's a kind of way to think about it. But we should be able to move a lot more kind of things like cargoes and other bits and pieces. Now, they did release a roadmap as of today as well, which we'll go have a look at now in just 2 seconds. Free Willy! Alright, so it looks like we get to be the little tugboat. Eleanor.
Hey, I'm over here. This way.
Right, before we get into that, I just wanted to have a quick little nose at the roadmap so you guys can kind of see what they have planned. So, early release, obviously in October. Q4 2025, so hopefully before Christmas, they plan to have 3 new ships, bulk cargo gameplay, LNG gameplay with bug fixes, improvements. By Q1 in 2026, they're going to have the Tide Guard, the rescue update. So there's going to be 2 new ships with rescue operations, new harbors, and then other things. They do plan to have online co-op mode, map extensions, new factions, and more ships as well later on down the line. So look, there's a big roadmap to the game, which is pretty cool. Ubisoft will claim that it copied every Assassin's Creed intro. Yeah, that basically was. Okay, so look, I'm going to use the...
There's the legend. Come over here.
I'm the legend, apparently. You can interact with different objects, characters, go to Teddy and talk to him.
It's been so long. I'm glad you came by.
It's a shame his mouth doesn't move.
I could really use your help. There's so much to do on this ship. I can't handle it all by myself.
Khan, good evening. Apologies if I said your name wrong. I'm doing my best. Okay.
But can you still do all this stuff? Come on, I've got a little test for you. First things first, if you're ever unsure what to do, just check the task list. There's always something that needs doing. You won't run out of work.
Okay, this is the task list. Here you can see the tasks you have to do when you accept an assignment. All the required steps will be shown here. So,
seems like
nice
you've already
easy.
Figured it out.
Addy, good evening.
All right, let's start with a short cruise. Head to the bridge and make yourself comfortable.
Right, it is a little bit of a shame that the mouths aren't moving. I think it just lacks immersion when that kind of happens. Right, we need to go to the bridge. I'm not a big boat terminology person. Going to the bridge, I always think of, you know, Star Trek. Everyone to the bridge.
Feels great to be back at the helm again, right? On your left, you can raise the anchor, and off we go.
All right, nice and easy.
Let me know if the sounds
are a bit too loud.
It's full speed ahead. You do remember that tugboats have 360-degree rotatable propellers, right? No reverse gear here.
Okay, use increase and... Okay, so basically that should thrust, rotate. Thrust pods can rotate through 360 degrees while rudders operate at a limited angle. Keep in mind, each ship controls differently. Your settings will be retained until you reset them. You can press to stop your engine or reset your pods. While you're at the helm, your monitor speed, engine, rudder settings are all down here in the corner. Additionally, you have an overview of fuel level, engine status, and hull integrity. Right.
Awesome. Let's take this beauty for a spin.
Increase your thrust and follow to the checkpoint markers. Okay. Oh, it's like backward controls. Awesome. Right is left and left is right. Full speed ahead. Because this boat doesn't have a rudder, it's even weirder.
Oh wow, look at this mess. A powerful storm swept through here last week. It tore up docks, boats, everything. Wood as far as the eye can see. Now to port. Let's check out all the debris.
I think the ships look great. Visually, I think the game looks stunning. Whoa. Hey, 194 bus, good evening. Regina, hello. What five?
Trash
That's
ended up
it.
here of all places, and cleanup still hasn't finished. Better go slow and keep your distance. I don't want anything getting stuck in my propellers.
What kind of view do we prefer? Do we prefer the outside view or the inside view? I suppose some of those bigger ships is going to be quite hard to navigate. I always find it amazing how you see some of these captains with like the cruise liners and you see them getting into like ports and stuff. Mental.
A bunch of seals have already made themselves at home here. That one up front kind of looks like you.
Ships ahoy!
Slow down. Watch out for that catamaran ahead.
Yeah, the steering is something that we'll have to get used to.
All right, good.
Where's all the fish?
I hope the seals don't get too used to their artificial sandbar. Hope you find a better sunbed, my furry friends. That weather's not looking good. You better head back to port before it gets worse.
We're heading back. Full speed ahead! Okay, Mettington. Hey Dean, can you not change the steering and the settings in bed? No, it's okay. Yeah, I'm kind of getting used to it.
A lot has changed in Meddington since you left. But you know what hasn't changed? The fish sandwiches, of course. Still the best, right here.
Ludwig to Eleanor, please respond. This is Captain Hansen speaking. I see you're trailing us with the tugboat. Can you push us up to the dock real quick? They forgot about us, and otherwise we'd have to wait 2 hours.
No problem, Captain. We've got your back.
Okay, so we're gonna go tug that big boat out here.
Didn't see that coming, but I'm not complaining. Hansen's a good one.
Is he gonna pay me for the work though? It always amazes me how these little tugboats pull those big cargo ships around. Oh, he's in here with me. Yeah, so this game will be out on the 7th of October.
The Tide Guard is back on patrol. They're monitoring the traffic. Keep a low profile. With this visibility, we should probably turn on the lights, just to be safe.
Okay, we had some lights on. Hey, Lord Nuka, how's the performance? Stream looks tad fatty 40. Yeah. But look, this isn't the end of the copy like what you guys will see in a week's time. This is just a kind of a beta copy, so I still expect some performance improvements.
First, you've got to line up properly or it won't work. But be careful.
Wait, where are we lining up? Take up the designated position on the ship. Push the vessel into the marked area. We're not just pushing with the front of the boat though, are we?
Now give it all you've got.
You may hold to align your vessel. That's no fun. Are we pushing or what? surely that's not doing anything. Let's try and get some speed. I'm not ignoring the chat, we'll be there in a second. Yeah, it's just... Right, we need a bit more. Hey G-Bone, hello. Hey, the Dover, thank you for subscribing, much appreciated as well. Right. I feel like we need to give this another big bash. Push!
Thanks, folks. I owe you one.
Always, Hanson.
Right, that was weird.
Damn, I totally forgot about the test. You know what? There's no way you would have failed anyway. Head back to the dock and let's grab some fish sandwiches to celebrate. That container ship's a real beauty, huh? Maybe one day you'll get to tow it. Or better yet, steer it.
Hey, Jordan Parry, thank you, much appreciated. Yeah, that bashing the ship thing, that's not what they do in real life, is it? They don't push them. I thought they just tug them around in and out. I don't know. Maybe? I'm not a ship person. I think this is the worst part of all the fishing games at the beginning as well, is the speed. Like, you get those really bad boats that just don't go very fast. I actually haven't played that fishing game. Didn't multiplayer get fixed and stuff on that now? Has anyone else got that? Has anyone played it? Hey, Jace. All the workers are on strike. Look. What are the volumes like? Is it too loud compared to me? What's the story of the volumes? Quite loud in my ears.
There's our dock up ahead. Don't mess this up at the last moment. I'm starving.
It was all going well until the last minute there.
All right, good job. Why don't you come down here to the railing with me?
Watching the UK auditors live stream. What's all that about? Right, first of all, I just want to maybe just turn it down a tad. Where's Teddy? Talk to Teddy. Down here somewhere.
That was fun. But before we take a break, I want to show you the awesome stuff your tablet can do. Pull it out and I'll walk you through it.
Okay, press down to open the tablet, use it to find your jobs, manage your feet, and edit your profile. We can do that. In every port, you have an opportunity to take on jobs for various factions. Check the journal on your tablet to see which tasks are available, what are the requirements, and what are the rewards offered for completing them. Only one job can be active at a time. Follow the instructions of the task list, complete your assignments. To cancel a job early, use the journal on your tablet. Available jobs depend on various criteria such as region, port, profile. They rotate after a certain period, so make sure you check your tablet regularly. Under the fleet, you'll find all the information about your current ship. Okay, so it looks like we got some sort of speedboat. There is some sort of container ship there. So we've got a few boats to start with. Not a massive amount, but we got a few. Okay. In the use tab, you find information about your profile and progress. Okay, that seems easy enough.
That's it. If you want to work with the other factions, just reach out to them. They've always got something going on.
Oh, we got our feet wet. Take on an introductory assignment from one of the factions to find out which jobs and ships you want to start with, but you have a chance to get to know all the factions before making a decision, but don't worry, your choice won't lock you to a faction permanently. So, the logistics people obviously look like there's going to be more cargo kind of jobs. Thai Guard is an alliance of several divisions, including the police, coast guard, and fire department. Okay. Inspections, escort jobs. Where should we start? I kind of want to drive the big boat, but I feel like this might be a bit of fun. Hey, Steg, good evening. What do we think? Do we have any preference on who we might want to work for first? Go big or go home. I'm thinking the same. For me, this is what interests me about this game the most, was the cargo aspect. You have a chance to get to know the faction before making a decision, but don't worry. So, if we do the tutorial before I choose, is that what we go for here? Shall we try the tutorial first? So I'm assuming we can do the tutorial to both. Hopefully, we'll find out.
Hello. The voice on your radio is that of me, Adriana Ruiz, your primary contact at Crescent Port Logistics.
Teeth for teeth. Boat, make boat.
Usually, I'm responsible for our contractual partners and handle communications with the captains.
No, the last fishing boat game was pretty decent, but I haven't played it in a long time. Maybe we should try it again.
But if you didn't already know that, you wouldn't be here today to complete your training. The first step on the long road of your cargo career. But in the end, the really big boat will be waiting for you. I can promise you that.
I bet she likes a big boat. Welcome to Crestport Logistics. Our job is... I am hoping it's going to allow us to do both tutorials. We transport goods from A to B, guide the large ships in the ports with our tugboats, along with different types of standard containers. We also handle break bulk cargoes, as well as liquefied gas, which will arrive punctually within their delivery window.
From your registration documents, I can see this is more of a refresher course than a training course for you. Let's see if that's really the case. If you've been listening to me this far, you at least know how to operate a radio.
Maybe? Take steering. Dock at marked pier. Really? We've got this propulsion system thing here too.
We're going to go through the complete, typical process of transporting goods. That means we're starting with loading the goods. Yes, you heard me right. That's one of your tasks too. Now, go get in that crane, or you'll hold up
First of all, we need to load the ship, get on the crane, load the containers into the dock ferry. Same goes for bulkware. Only LNG, it differs. You have to connect the right valves. Okay. Oh, okay, so we can swap from here to the crane.
Once the trucks are in place, you can begin unloading. You never have to load more containers than the trucks provide.
Use to move the crane, raise it with this X and Y to alter the width. Once the hook's in the right position, grab the container.
Let's start with loading.
now what? Where does she want me to... Does this have a certain place it wants to go, or what? I don't really know where it's supposed to go. Okay, it's happy there. Right, now this is on a funny angle, isn't it? Okay, so this should be able to go on top of this one, right? Okay, a little bit of getting used to this. Easy the box when it cars in there. That's gone now. Happy family, good evening. My problem is it dangles and I'm impatient. Okay, so we need to go back to the ship. After the containers are loaded, you have to secure them for transport. We use methods like lashings and twist locks to do so. Twist locks fixate two containers to one another. Lashings prevent high stacks of containers from falling over. Have to do on both sides. What about these twist lock things? Okay, that's the 6 on this side.
Once everything's taken care of, it's time to cast
Let's set sail! There's a joke there. Where's what a joke? I've got European Ship Simulator from 2016. Seems this could be a successor. Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying at the beginning. We hadn't had one for a long time. This has disaster all over it. Not yet. All is logged and loaded, so we can now ship to the destination. In case that is Mettington, and you can find the harbour on the sea map, plan your route. The map you can find the bridge, or you can via the... Okay, that's fine. So... It wants us to go back here, right? Okay, how do we plan waypoints? At a waypoint. I have to use the mouse by the looks of things. Bit rude. At a waypoint. It won't actually let me Right. I say we just go for it. Where's the bridge? We need to go higher. The ferry has 3 motors, 2 in the back, 1 in the front. Okay, yep, that's fine. Alright. Why? What I don't understand, it won't let me plan waypoints. Well, look, this is where it wants us to go, so I think we'll be okay. To be fair, we've got quite a good view from in here, but you just can't see the stones and stuff.
Before leaving any port, always make sure you've got enough spare parts on board.
Spare parts? Every port you can buy spare parts for your ship currently used on your tablet under fleet. You'll need spare parts on long journeys to repair your ship. Keep an eye on the display next to the mini-map. Warnings on the screen. Resources can provide. Okay. Pretty cool. I think the waves are pretty cool. Boat physics seem really nice.
Strong winds and currents can easily throw off inexperienced sailors, but with your experience, you'll handle it with ease.
Alright, let's get seasick. Yeah, it's definitely not letting me plan any waypoints. Oh, now it's letting me. Okay. Yeah, I think the waves are pretty cool. The sea is realistic, loving the colour and the movement. Yeah, the movement is great, and if the weather affects things as well, that's even better. So look, the boat will probably keep going forward no matter what. A bit like the fishing games. You know, if you have it going forward. But you can see the current it's taking us that way. There you go, turn all our lights on. Shame I can't. Oh, we can zoom out. There we go. Wanted to get some nice pictures. So I love that the boats can break down. We need to carry spare parts, all those other kind of cool things. Okay, so you can see resource consumption, 16% on the fuel. We got a direct headwind of 20 miles an hour. That's not good. I think that'd be the two difference. Like the police patrol will be a lot more fast paced, I think. But it's nice if you get to kind of be able to choose the two. I reckon this will go to console because a lot of the Astragon games do go to console. They do put a lot of them. I think it depends if it becomes a hit or not, though, isn't it? That's how they usually kind of judge these things. If it's a good PC hit, I think they put in the effort. But, you know, they did the police sim and things like that. Pretty much anything, construction sim, everything that Astragon's done, they generally do go to console. Now, they did say multiplayer's on the horizon for what they want to do with this game, so, you know, if they do that and have cross-platform, that'd be pretty cool. The boat's technically already in cruise control. It's like any boat. I'm not doing anything. I'm not holding anything. Look, I can turn the speed down. If you want to cruise at a slower rate, you can. Like I said, you can walk around, you can come off the steering, it's just going to follow the direction of wherever the sea will take you. Quite realistic. Ah, yeah, for sure there are bigger cargo ships, and there's going to be different types, and they're going to be adding more and more ships as well, so... And see here, looks like we can get some sort of crew members as well at some point. Fleet-wise, this could be the biggest that we could get for now. I don't really know, to be honest. Oh, if Ireland built a cargo boat, this is how big ours would be. Some ships have its rudders controlled. I'd say that this probably has something similar. We just haven't found it yet. What's this? Call for Mayday. Stan, how much gameplay is in it for now? How much gameplay? That's a good question. They didn't actually state how many hours are roughly in it. I think it's never ending, but I think there's only a limit on the amount of ships that you have currently. So I think the contracts will just keep spawning and spawning and spawning. I don't think they're... So you can get as much out of it as you want. I think the limitation is going to be ships. They, like I said, they released their roadmap today. They do have a couple of new ships they want to get out by the end of this year, beginning of next year kind of thing as well. I believe there's going to be bigger cargo ships.
I had a feeling this would happen. The old vessels we use for training cruisers always run into some sort of trouble out on the water. A good thing we brought some spare parts. Take a look and see if there's anything you can do.
Right, we're gonna let this ship. I don't think it's doing anything because I think the engine's dead. Maybe we should put the anchor down. Okay, so there's something wrong with the engine. How do we get down under the deck? Probably from inside the boat. Harold, the game's pretty good so far. I'm enjoying it. I think the physics and stuff are nice. Right, we're in the engine room. Okay, check the gauges in the engine control room on the engine, determine what needs to be repaired, then replace the relevant engine parts or add fluids. When they're displayed on the left or green, you're ready to go on your way. If you run out of spare parts or get stranded open sea, you can call for sea rescue. They'll bring you back to the nearest port for a fee. Jeez. Oh my god. So every time this breaks down, we gotta go through all of this. Check oil. How do I check the oil of this one? Needs to be more parts here. Check air filter. Right, what am I supposed to do with this thing down the bottom here and this thing up here? So things can go wrong as well. Doesn't really tell me what I need to do with that. Or this on the ground. Can I crouch? I can't crouch. A workbench. Ah, there's two more things in here. What's all this? Okay, so the temperature's too high. So that means now I can change this. Alright. Ah, the coolant. Okay, so you have to check the engine. See, check the engine in there. There you go. We've added some coolant. No idea what that thing is down there yet. How do I check that damn thing? Was there anything else in here we can check? Okay, check fuel filter. Weird that that's all computerized, isn't it? Is it early access available for everyone? If not, when will they release the full game? So early access will be available to everyone on the 7th of October. You can buy spare parts on the tab. We can, but for the training mission we were told we don't need to yet. There you go, there's the fuel filter changed. So when we're using our own boat, yes, we're going to have to make sure. Ah, so we can teleport. Not sure if I'm a fan of that or not, but... Completely facing the wrong way. Right, off we go. Again. So we now got a crosswind. On Steam, yep. It will be on Steam, so you can wishlist now for pre-order. 7th of October will be released, so 7 days basically from now, I suppose. Full trade, currently I wonder what the staff would be like. Yeah, well, we might hopefully get to some stage. Maybe you can have more than one boat. I don't know. Staff could fix the ship, yep. I want to see it get rough. I want it to be like the perfect storm. Have any of you ever seen that movie? It's a brilliant movie. Well, you basically are, because look, if you go into your tablet, right, whatever button tablet is, we're gonna have you got your own fleet, banks. You can work for different people with different things. I mean, yeah. Kinda. I don't know if this I don't think I'd enjoy this kind of job, working out on the sea all the time. Man, you gotta have some sort of good sea legs to be doing this. Don't mind a couple of hours. I've always loved to do a cruise though. Never done a cruise. The radar, don't show other ships. They need to work that out. You're right. The radar is showing absolute naffle. Now, this is an early beta access, so they did say there are a few little bits and pieces. Pretty cool that you can see how many meters deep it is and stuff as well. Distance 0.2 nautical miles, so you have to be pretty close, right? Hey, Fierce Kenny. Oh, we are going off track here. We have early access for a few days to be able to showcase the game to you guys for a few days. During COVID, all the seafarers had to, did they have to stay out at sea? Did they stay out at sea though? Never really thought about all that kind of thing. At least they probably didn't have to do all the bullshit that we had to do at home. I don't know what's better or worse though, if I'm honest.
of the best feelings at sea is when you spot your destination.
Yeah, I need to get out of my seat and listen to her. We don't want to mess this up. Man, remember COVID? Feels like such a long time ago now. To be fair, it was kind of weird. You do see it occasionally, but I was in a shop there the other day and there's a lady wearing a mask still, and I'm thinking, like, I'm way past this now. You missed. I think everybody misses lockdown. Everyone getting paid to sit at home. Life was great, huh? See, I was a bit unfortunate. I was already at home because I had the car crash. Oh, actually, COVID was already here. I was still working during COVID, and had the car crash there just before. There's a few weeks just before they were completely locking the place down, but it was. That didn't really make much difference to me. I was going to be at home anyways. The only thing I think I miss is my social space. Sometimes, like, you know, back then nobody would come near you, everyone would be freaking out. And now people like back in queues on top of each other and stuff in the shops. That's my fucking head in. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Harold, that's it. That's probably the thing I miss the most. Where people would be a little bit more like, oh, standing back, just giving you a nice bit of space. Now again, they're breathing on top of you and God knows what. Right, where we're parking this baby, I suppose we're going over to the cargo dock over there, right? Hey Harold, did you watch the debate last night? What did you think? Who are you going to vote for? I've seen there's a few new signs on the lamppost here today now, I noticed. Alright. Has to be the container yard.
You have arrived at your destination, and you're even on time. Great job. Your docking bay is free already, so go ahead and sail on through.
I do think the motion of the waves and stuff are really cool. I think they've done a good job. I think visually it looks really nice. I think the big thing will be lack of ships to start with. I think it's just a bit like the fishing game. We had a few ships, but we didn't have many. It took nearly a year before we had a good amount. I'll say that'll be the biggest thing with this one now. I'd say mission variety and ships. Yeah, EA's been brought out, was it 55 billion or something, or 55 million? I can't remember which way around I read it. There's two markings, but I'm assuming it's the one with the yellow dot. Hey, Condiment Services. Is this the new tea shipment? Ah, yeah, that's it. It was 55 billion. I saw it as 55. I couldn't remember if it was a million or billion. Million seems a bit low, but to be honest with you, I think a lot of EA games have been absolute trash. I don't think FIFA's changed. What's the new FIFA like? Did anyone buy the new FIFA? What's that like? Is that any better than last year's? I mean, I haven't bought one in about 3 years now, but if it was, I would buy FIFA if it was Steam Deck verified, but because of the stupid nonsense anti-cheat, it won't work on the Steam Deck, so I refuse to buy it. Turtles, good evening. Let's take on 20 billion in debt as part of the equity deal. But that can be easily, I mean, it's a Saudi group, isn't it? Wasn't Saudi Arabia the ones that brought it? This is why you need a tugboat service.
To drop the cargo, you simply do everything you did at the start, just in reverse order.
Okay.
Let's go. Bring those containers down.
Is it only the 3 containers I did before? Oh, it was these ones. Oh, sugar. Alright. We're unloading a different ones from before. So maybe we can go to different docks and like you can pick up and drop off different loads and stuff. Here are the containers. There's 3 there. Is it this one as well? Well, about 16 twist locks. So port 812. Okay, I think I have to pull this back together because it's red. It's not happy with me. I am so confused. There's clearly another one there that's not that wants me to unload. Aha, this one. So it looks like at different ports we can pick up different bits and pieces and move them around the map.
Good. Now it's time to head back up the crane. I hope you've got a handle on your fear of heights, because you're going to be doing this a lot from now on.
Hey, Themo. Inside, did you demo Cargo Sim? Oh, they released the game today. I didn't see anything come up. Cargo Sim. I've seen there's a lot of demos. Bought and returned the latest FIFA, really. Jesus. CJ Sky, good evening, everyone. Question about the game: is it open world, or you take on missions, or is it just open world but you take on missions? But basically, unfortunately, I've got to do what the tutorial wants me to do. I have to wait till I go through this. So basically, it's an open world. But kind of mission based as well. That makes sense. Where the hell are we putting them? They're just going on the floor? Extend, grab, lift, lower, camera mode, movement. What the frig are these supposed to go? Oh, there's the truck. Okay, don't panic. Okay, we just have to assume that that is one done. Okay, it is. Alright, let's take the one out that's here on its own. bet there's some serious pressure with this job. Hey, public formats. Okay. Good evening. That's a bit of a better shot. Can't believe this is still only the tutorial. Back to the bridge. Great work, everything's where it belongs. If you're interested in shipping loads by sea on the really big container ships, give us a call. I'm sure you'll be captain of the big trip in no time. Right, so I wonder now, can we do the tutorial for the police? Oh, we can. Welcome aboard, sailor. The Tide Guard was founded to enforce law and order in the sea to make sure the waters are safe for everyone and everywhere. This includes inspecting and escorting conspicuous vessels, if necessary, as well as rescuing people in distress. Firefighting is also part of the job, though we hope that this only happens in the rarest of cases.
This is Captain Graham Sinclair, leader of the Tide Guard, and your point of contact for today's training. Welcome to the Maritime Safety
I
Unit.
can say Maritime. It's a bit tedious.
In today's session, you will learn the basics of inspecting, pursuing, and restraining suspects.
Okay.
I've seen your file. It baffles me as to why someone of your ability would sign up for such a basic course. You could have started at a much higher level, but you're here now, so let's not waste any time. On today's agenda is patrol training. We've prepared a ship for you to find and inspect. Let's start with the basics. Head to your patrol area. We should keep an eye on any suspicious ships.
Here we go, a bit of speed. So basically for tonight's stream we'll get both the tutorials done and we'll make a choice on what branch you'd like me to do more first. Is the boat I'm checking around the corner? It is.
The majority of your working hours will be spent scanning various civilian ships. This function is integrated into your binoculars.
Select the binoculars from the radio menu, identify marked ships for inspection, keep a ship in the center of the viewfinder to scan it. Once indicated is completely green, the ship will be successfully scanned. Okay, so we need to go back to first person view, don't we? Okay, look through binoculars.
You found the suspicious ship. If there is a serious suspicion, you have the right to search the vessel.
But what was suspicious about that ship? It just ran away too fast there.
However, you must initiate contact with the target and inform them of your intentions. Use the radio to do this.
Now that we've marked the ship we want to inspect, we need to contact the captain to inform him about the inspection. Use the radio on the radio menu or the bridge to contact the other ship. So that's what the other radio was for. Where is the radio? Here it is.
You have received permission to come on board. Dock with the target ship. There, you will receive a list of...
If successfully approach the other ship, now steer the ship closer in order to dock. As soon as you're in the marked area. Okay. I have a feeling that the boat is just moving on its own here. So this steer is completely different to the other boat. It's got a proper rudder, and it's got a forwards and backwards. Okay, so now we can swap vessel. Checklist of items inspect has been prepared. Once the item is completed, it must be handed to the captain. It results in inadequate. The ship must be escorted to port. Check maps and rudders. Right, so we've got to go up here somewhere. We need to get on deck. To the bridge. Where's Spock?
Can't be checked off.
How do I check the position lines?
No further measures are required here. Regulation complied.
Have a good journey too.
You were thorough and couldn't find any issues. False alarm. Return to your ship and continue your patrol. Scan the next ship.
Okay, so the next ship's going to be over there, obviously.
Another suspect. Make contact.
Okay, it wasn't letting me get out of the binoculars there, so there's a bit of a bug there. I mean, this seems fun, but it's no destroying houses game. This is true. In this boat, we seem to be inspecting different things, which I find odd. Right, where would his logbook be? Apparently everything's downstairs, is it? How the frick do we get in? Oh. Okay, so the logbook was missing. Check the licenses.
Regulation complied. It doesn't meet the requirements.
I feel like checking his engine oil's a bit harsh.
Accompany the captain to the next harbor. Regulation complied. Was not maintained correctly.
What? That can't be.
Oh, it can be.
You caught the suspect.
Put the criminals now, you make sure they actually return to port by escorting them back there. Stay close to the ship until it arrives at the pier. I'm not getting any sirens. Saw one in my room earlier, so head to the pub. What? What's this? Oh, the mouse update. Oh. What you need to do is make one of those buckets with the flaps where you cut the hole in it so they fall in. I love your U-boat, I just suck at U-boat. But U-boat is a brilliant sea game. But Maxim, yeah, I agree that this is looking pretty good. And I like that we got different options. When you're doing long cargo, it'd be nice to take a break and do some patrolling work and stuff, wouldn't it? Told you, buy yourself a cat. Or Jack Russell. They'll be gone in no time. Come on, you live in North Dublin, do what you want. Who gives a... Have you actually physically seen them? Oh, you're right, we could put the lights on, couldn't we? No, I'm still going to do some more of it, but we just got early access to this, so we're going to have a look at this for a few days. Deconstruction Sim's not going anywhere. Pretty much everybody else has already got it and completed it.
You passed the test with flying colors. No real surprise, though, given your file. You've proven yourself. I hope I can count on you in the future. If you...
Okay, so we did the tutorial for both. What should we do first? Should we do cargo or should we do policing? What do people think? What do we think we should do? Which one should we go for? One of each. Cargo. One goes Coast Guard. Ooh, cargo. Okay, well, it looks like we're gonna go with cargo. All right. Well, you're allowed. You're not tied. So look, it says here, you'll have the chance to get to all fractions before making a decision, but don't worry, your choice won't lock you to any. So we're not locked to anything permanently. Okay, so. Have you given any for your next jobs? I could use your help with a container delivery for Crescent Port Logistics. Mull it over, I'll be waiting on your decision. Okay, so the first campaign job is now available. You can check the map anytime to find out which port to visit to continue the campaign. Oh, so there is like a campaign mode. I thought it was more of a free to do what you wanted. Teddy is waiting for you in Mettington. In the meantime, you can take on various jobs and explore the world. So, it looks like there is a story to go through with the jobs. Or you can literally do what you want at the same time. This is what we have. Complete jobs and expand your fleet with new ships. Make sure your vessels. So we won't be able to do anything else now until we unlock the next one there. What are you delivering? Seem to have quite a few search and rescue. That's a tugboat. That's a fireboat. Alright, okay. Crew doesn't unlock till you get to level 3. There's the bank. So you're gonna have statistics and stuff as well. That's pretty cool. Right, where are we now? So we're currently in Mettington. That's Westport. That's Sandham. So the world is pretty vast. I mean, it'll take a long time to sail to any of these ports, and it does look like more can open up eventually. I mean, there's boats and stuff up here in ports. So look, this place, this could be huge. This could be huge. We'll do one mission before we end tonight, because also I've got to get up early tomorrow, and then the next stream we'll come back to this again. Reach out to you, wants to collaborate. He's ready to get a job from Chestport Logistics, and he needs your help with it. With everything going smoothly, you'll be able to impress CO. So, Crescent Port Logistics. Where the frig is Crescent Port? That's Sandham. Frisky Head. Crescent Port. So we want to get a job that's going down that way, really, don't we? We don't want to just commute all the way down there. Teddy's delivery service. Many freighters operate scheduled service around the Fronton Sea. That's the tutorial. Okay, so we've done them. So, a large freighter is maybe a flagship of Crescent Port Logistics, but cargo ferries are just as indispensable for transporting goods. Load the cargo ferry, secure the cargo, steer the cargo. Right, I think we should go to Sandham. This actually doesn't say where this is going. Which one was Sandham? I'm a little bit confused. We'll just accept the first mission here. Very confused. Clearly it's fast traveled us to the port.
I'm so glad we're doing this together. The start of my company wouldn't be the same without you as captain.
What is my company?
For the time being, we are working together with Crescent Port Logistics as a service provider. But in the long term, I want to operate completely independently, of course. The order today is an important delivery to Crescent Port, directly in front of their headquarters. A baptism of fire, so to speak. I bet they want to check our work in person. They have a new CEO, Reuben Brooks, who got in touch with us personally and even provided us with a crew to make sure everything runs smoothly. Cool, right? The ferry has already been loaded in record time. All you have to do is get behind the wheel and set off.
Sweet. Right. Crescent Port is absolute freaking miles away. Of course, we wouldn't have it any other way. So we'll do this one mission. I'm not allowed to... Okay, we have to wait till we get out of this place. Ah, we are the Leonhard. Interesting name. So yeah, we'll get the boat down there for the first story mission, and we'll call it a day. And then, like I said, my plan is every live stream now, before I take my break next week, will probably be this. So we can explore the game a little bit more. But it does look like this is the only cargo ferry we have. Now, it does say on this first update on the roadmap is to add more cargo ships, so... Like I said, during the early access phase, I think that's what might catch people the most is lack of ships. And like, we seem to have a lot of cargo, so it would have been nice to have started empty, and if we had to load in some bits, take bits off, like if other bits have to get off at different... It'd be nice if we go to one port, we can just pick up other bits, and eventually if we make it to the other place, we can... you know, drop them off, and as you kind of go, that'd be the way to... Maybe it is the way it goes. It does look like there's a mixture of missions and free roam, so... I like the way that the sea's really calm here now as well. Well, it was a bit rough the other day in the evening. I think the visuals look so good. Like even like the waves coming in from behind.
I see you're leaving Mettington and heading out. We expect you in Crescent Port before nightfall, so the cargo can be transferred on schedule.
Okay, I've got to get there before nightfall. I don't know what the time is in the day. What's the time? 15:35. It'll only take us an hour because we're going at 14.1 nautical miles, so I mean we could use the map here now if we wish. Shame I couldn't name the boat myself, though. I didn't see us have any spare parts or anything. I didn't buy any from the port. We weren't allowed, so. SS sinks a lot. Yeah. Makes me want to play U-boat. I wish I was better at U-boat. I find shooting the missiles quite hard. I know there's mods you can get for the game that make it a little bit easier, but I love that game. I just wish I didn't suck so bad at it. The Gulf of Crayshit. No access to the ocean yet. Well, we do have some ocean, but there's a lot of this map that's kind of locked. All up here is kind of locked. I don't know, do we unlock that eventually or what? The engine's broke.
Damn, something's wrong with the engine. Can you take a look at it?
And the problem is I don't know, do we have, I didn't order anything, so we're gonna have a delay on the shipment because I don't even know where the engine room is. You useless fart.
So you're one of the landlubbers hired by the boss himself. Be careful. I got my eye on you.
He doesn't seem very polite, does he? Oh, I forgot to put fuel in the tank. The engine room indicator turns red. It should be inspected. Each engine component has its own inspection point. Yes, we do know. Basically,
The wear and tear must have gotten pretty bad over the last few years.
okay, so the engine temperature is good. You're bad. You're good. You're good. Luckily, apparently we have some magic coolant.
Looks like everything's working again.
Right, hopefully that doesn't happen all the time. Yes, we're back on our way, that's the main thing. Okay, so we are used. We've got 72% of fuel left, right? Is that what it means? Obviously, we can only buy fuel and oh no, look, fuel and stuff once we're at the ports. I'm assuming. Hey, just Jace, arrived late. Hope you're doing well, mate. Did you get any storms in day and night cycle? We do. So in the beginning tutorial, we did have kind of like a late night storm. The weather will change. Backlog. Don't tell it to me about backlog. You don't understand the amount of backlog of games that I have is unreal. I never know where to bloody start. And then I never know whether to live stream games or make videos of games. I never know what works out better. Always trying to find that balance is the hard bit. Even like today, I think I had about 3 or 4 games sent to me today. I don't know when I'm supposed to get time to look at any of them. Kind of game you could just sit there, drink a few beers while you're sailing along. Oh, this game has to be streamed. Making videos, you just end up cutting out all the journeys. And then, to me, I just get bored myself then. Is this real time? 1546. Like, that's gonna take me some time, if this is real time. Yeah, 35 minutes. I don't think you can.
It's great to have you on board. It just wouldn't be the same without you. When I decided to start my business, I first had to think about what exactly I wanted to do. But it wasn't that much effort after all. Reuben Brooks only replaced the old CEO of Crescent Port Logistics a few months ago. He had realized himself that he was getting too old for the job and probably wanted to spend more time with his family. I bet he's vacationing on a real big yacht somewhere.
Wow. So yeah, it doesn't look like you can speed up time. What is that? Separate azipods. Those are the deadlines. Yeah, well, that's it, as long as you're happy. The main thing. You might be allowed to time compress when you're not doing the main missions. It might be like the fishing vessel one where it had to if you're just kind of like moving around you're fine, but when you're doing like the main missions and stuff you couldn't, could you? Good done, Coast Guard. That was me wanting to finish early, and now we're going to be here to God knows what time. Those 2-point games I've never really enjoyed that much. Bet you when we sell the Crescent Port as well. Can you save where you are? Ah, that's not so bad. SOS. You got the 2-point museum, you got 2-point school, or whatever it was, university, and then you had the 2-point hospital. Oh good, the engine.
Again? Well, you know.
The engine just broke again. It must be the... He must have brought this second hand, that's for sure. Beep, beep, beep. I suppose they have a bit of a charm about them. I must admit, I'm not massively keen though. Okay. We were supposed to get here before nightfall, so we failed. Okay, well at least we can finish this first mission. I don't think it's always going to be like this. I think maybe when you're doing the campaign missions, you might get a little bit of... my engines don't seem to be moving forward. I think once you're kind of on your own, I hope it doesn't break down all the time. Got a nice tailwind as well, 3 knots. When we go flying in the plane, this is what we look for. We always look for a good tailwind somewhere. Just like all the Facebook ads for the cars, one careful female owner. It's always a female owner because apparently they're more careful, or they look after stuff more. I don't know. Kevin, yeah, it's just a tutorial basically. But since it fast traveled us, moving very well. We left at 15:35. It said it was a half-an-hour journey, but it's now 19:35. So we must have been cruising at about 3 knots for fuel consumption. Thing is we've got a tailwind. We're going 20 knots nearly, but we seem to be slower than we were before. Yeah, I think something has bugged out here a little bit because we're definitely not doing 20 knots. We would be going a bit faster than this. That cutscene has definitely broke something. Okay, so we got crew, something. I didn't get a chance to. Good ship needs a good crew. You can hire specialists on every port to build your own crew. Some large vessels can even need a crew to depart. These specialists can do various small tasks for you. Lead your crew to become the best captain at the seas. So we actually technically already had crew, don't we? Can I use them now? No. Yeah, we're going very slow. The syntax said, females are great drivers. Never have accidents, but leave a trail of devastation in their wake. This is it.
Cursed Kraken, not again!
Macmillan, are you stranded or what's the holdup? You're still not in port and we've already been waiting longer than expected.
We're in trouble.
The new boss wants to know where his shipment is.
We had 1 or 2 incidents, but it was our first trip. Things will improve in the future, I promise. But yes, we should be picked up here.
This is holding up the whole operation here. It's not going to make a good impression on the boss.
Sorry, the mistake's on us. I'll only have good things to say about you. I also know someone with a tugboat we can use. We'll manage it from here without too much extra cost.
Do you even have a helmsman on board? The best!
Right, okay, so we're in big trouble. Yeah, it was scripted. I don't know. Even though it's scripted, it still felt like the boat was struggling way before the engine went down. Okay, we've got to navigate to the vessel, request the messenger line and pick it up, attach the messenger line to the tow line, pass the tow line using the winch control. Oh, even the Solent. Feels that way, doesn't it? Even this thing's bloody moving sideways. Even this one doesn't seem to be moving correctly. I still think the cutscene's broken something. Just on the trawler once. I've been shark fishing in the Atlantic Ocean. Navigate to the mark area in the hull of the client's ship. On the deck, move the winch and press A to request the tow rope. On the bridge, interact with the joystick to unwind the tow line. Absolutely no idea. Right, okay, let's just see. Jesus Christ, it's hard work just to get into the docking area. Right. Press the messenger line. This thing? Where's the radio? Okay, I'll add it to this. Yeah, something definitely is bald. Yeah, I think the winch control was back in the deck, isn't it? Climb to the designated location. To do this, take the helm and set the course as usual. Make sure the towing line remains taut at all times. Once the I should reach the target area, interact with the joystick to release the towing line. Right, okay. Up in the sea here. 194 bus, good night. Yeah, I wanted to be done by now, but we might as well finish this mission. So.
The dispatcher seems a bit tense, but the CEO was actually very nice on the phone. Without him, we wouldn't have gotten this opportunity. I hope he forgives us for things not going completely smoothly.
Doesn't feel like we're moving again. Maybe there'll be another cutscene. Oh, the Titanic's going out. Definitely a game for the slow-paced person. Purple, I am Empire. How have you got early access? I have early access because I have a good partnership with Astragon. You're watching now on the Purple brand on YouTube. I've got quite a good following on YouTube. The Purple thing is a new thing. Yeah, it's been playing quite well. But the cargo work is slow. Reminds me of one of the very first missions on the fishing game there when it first came out. We had to go sail like 40 miles out to sea to catch a certain fish or some bollocks, and oh my god, took forever in the little boat that we had. Okay, is this Simco on the consoles? I don't know. I don't know. Fingers crossed. Astragon are quite good with bringing their stuff to console, so we can hope. They do want to add multiplayer down the line, so a bit of cross-platform stuff would be pretty good. ATV, how big is the map? Alright, let me zoom out. There you go. So the current map that we've got unlocked is this area here, but it does look like there's a lot more up there as well to be unlocked. And on the roadmap it does state that they want to add more map extensions, so pretty big. And with the speeds of these boats, it'll take a while to get anywhere. I mean, from that port to that port was over half an hour. It's like real time as well, so. Is this fishing sim as well? No. So what it is, it does have police, fire, and rescue services. They're the other contractors you can work for, or you can do cargo. But I think this is the only cargo ship in the game currently at the moment, the one that's behind us that keeps breaking down. So I think they did state in the first update there would be more cargo stuff on the roadmap, so what we're hoping for. So with the police side of things, which we did a tutorial for earlier, you get to kind of check for boats, check the documentation, bring them to port if they're being bad. This is just the first main mission of the game, really. Do you reckon, Dave? Yeah, it does state on their roadmap that multiplayer is something that they're looking for. So, yeah, I think so. I mean, if you look at their construction sim, the police simulator, the railroads online, they've all been multiplayer, so they're pretty good at implementing the multiplayer side of things. So I think it will happen. Probably not until next year, according to the roadmap, but. Did they ever bring that last fishing game to console? I can't remember what it was called now. Thought they did. Hey Josh. We love a simulator here too as well on the channel. But he's stuck on the wall.
There you go. We made it after all. Now the ship just needs to be unloaded and our mission will be complete.
Okay, so we have to unload as well. For frig's sake. This is not what staff are for. Okay, for some reason it's not letting me look up. I think the game's bugged out. Awesome! We bugged out. It won't let me... Oh, bugger. No. Okay, so the game has just broke. And that's fine. We're gonna save it. I want to see if that works. Yeah, they do plan to add the first update before Christmas. I think they want to have. Right, just want to finish this mission, and at least we can say we've done it. Okay, and then we're gonna go to the crane. Bloody truck is miles away. Better late than never. I think it'd be very similar. I wonder, like, you know, can you have multiple vessels, people do different things, or do you have to be together? I don't know really. We'll have to see. I think what they'll probably do is release it into early access and then wait for feedback from the people to see what direction to take those kind of things.
And that's a wrap. Awesome work. We got it done.
About time. We had a delivery scheduled before nightfall.
Adriana, don't be so tough on them.
But you said...
We all just need to get into the groove, right? Great job, Theodore.
He's happy, we're
and
happy.
your team as well. I'm looking forward to working with you again.
Thank you. I take full responsibility for the delay. We'll be on time next time, I promise.
Don't make promises you can't keep.
Here's to a great collaboration.
That went well enough. Thanks again for being there. It
I'm not
felt
looking
just
at
like
myself.
old times. My offer still stands. The jobs aren't letting up at all, and I could really use you here. We're going to go far, you and me. This is just the beginning.
Okay, so we made some money and got some XP. And basically, we would be free now to do whatever we would like to do. As you can see here, we got some more bits and pieces for jobs that we can be doing. We can have a look at our fleet here. More things are unlocked. That's for the fire crew. That's tug jobs. That's for the police. It looks like we can now hire some crew, but they cost quite a bit of money. But I'm assuming they'll help us maintain the boat. Everything else is... We can level this up, which will give us more engine power, max speed, less fuel consumption. I think for 1,500... Oh, hang on. Did I just... Okay, I think I just leveled it up like 3 times. Okay. That wasn't on my bingo card. But anyways... and then as you can see here, that we can buy a couple of these things now for the breakdowns. Happy days. Right, I'm gonna leave it there. We'll be back at this on Thursday probably. Hopefully you have a couple of good days, and hopefully you enjoyed what you've seen. Anyone watching it back, let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I will see you all very soon. Bye for now.